Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. Be the change that you wish to see in the world. Happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong. First they ignore you, then they ridicule you, then they fight you, and then you win. Where there is love, there is life. Freedom is not worth having if it does not include the freedom to make mistakes. Nobody can hurt me without my permission. God has no religion. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. You must not lose faith in humanity. Humanity is like an ocean. If a few drops of the ocean are dirty, the ocean does not become dirty. A man is but the product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes. The future depends on what you do today. To give pleasure to a single heart by a single act is better than 1,000 heads bowing in prayer. The greatness of a nation and its moral progress can be judged by the way its animals are treated. Each night, when I go to sleep, I die. And the next morning, when I wake up, I am reborn. Earth provides enough to satisfy every man's needs, but not every man's greed. To believe in something, and not to live it, is dishonest. There are people in the world so hungry, that God cannot appear to them except in the form of bread. It is unwise to be too sure of one's own wisdom. It is healthy to be reminded that the strongest might weaken and the wisest might err. Whatever you do will be insignificant, but it is very important that you do it. The day the power of love overrules the love of power, the world will know peace. Truth never damages a cause that is just. Whenever you are confronted with an opponent, conquer him with love. Strength does not come from physical capacity. It comes from an indomitable will. Action expresses priorities. My life is my message. You don't know who is important to you until you actually lose them. I object to violence because when it appears to do good, the good is only temporary, the evil it does is permanent. You may never know what results come of your actions, but if you do nothing, there will be no results. There is more to life than simply increasing its speed. If I had no sense of humor, I would long ago have committed suicide. I offer you peace. I offer you love. I offer you friendship. I see your beauty. I hear your need. I feel your feelings. Love is the strongest force the world possesses, and yet it is the humblest imaginable. The simplest acts of kindness are by far more powerful than 1,000 heads bowing in prayer. They cannot take away our self-respect if we do not give it to them. A coward is incapable of exhibiting love. It is the prerogative of the brave. In doing something, do it with love or never do it at all. To my mind, the life of a lamb is no less precious than that of a human being. I cannot conceive of a greater loss than the loss of one's self-respect. There is no way to peace, there is only peace. Silence becomes cowardice when occasion demands speaking out the whole truth and acting accordingly. In a gentle way, you can shake the world. Truth is one, paths are many. I believe in the fundamental truth of all great religions of the world. Seek not greater wealth, but simpler pleasure, not higher fortune, but deeper felicity. I call him religious who understands the suffering of others. Always aim at complete harmony of thought and word and deed. Always aim at purifying your thoughts and everything will be well. There is no school equal to a decent home and no teacher equal to a virtuous parent. Poverty is the worst form of violence. My imperfections and failures are as much a blessing from God as my successes and my talents, and I lay them both at His feet. Speak only if it improves upon the silence. Faith is not something to grasp, It is a state to grow into. I believe in equality for everyone, except reporters and photographers. Each one has to find his peace from within. And peace to be real must be unaffected by outside circumstances. It is easier to build a boy than to mend a man. Our ability to reach unity and diversity will be the beauty and the test of our civilization. What barrier is there that love cannot break? Nothing is so aggravating as calmness. Nonviolence is a weapon of the strong. Live simply so that others may simply live. The difference between what we do and what we are capable of doing would suffice to solve most of the world's problems. Fearlessness is the first requisite of spirituality. Cowards can never be moral. The greatness of humanity is not in being human, but in being humane. There are no goodbyes. Wherever you'll be in my heart. The world has enough for everyone's need, but not enough for everyone's greed. They may torture my body, break my bones, even kill me. Then they will have my dead body, but not my obedience. Liberty and democracy become unholy when their hands are dyed red with innocent blood. Nothing has saddened me so much in life as the hardness of heart of educated people. Honest differences are often a healthy sign of progress. It's easy to stand in the crowd, but it takes courage to stand alone. Satisfaction lies in the effort, not in the attainment. Full effort is full victory. There would be nothing to frighten you if you refuse to be afraid. Love never claims, it ever gives. Love ever suffers, never resents, never revenges itself. Wherever you are, you will always be in my heart. The moment there is suspicion about a person's motives, everything he does becomes tainted. No one can ride on the back of a man unless it is bent. If I have the belief that I can do it, I shall surely acquire the capacity to do it even if I may not have it at the beginning. Champions are made from something they have deep inside of them, a desire, a dream, a vice. Every worthwhile accomplishment, big or little, has its stages of drudgery and triumph, a beginning, a struggle, and a victory. Where love is, there God is also. True love is boundless like the ocean and, swelling within one, spreads itself out and, crossing all boundaries and frontiers, envelops the whole world. Where there is life, there is love. Prayer is the key of the morning and the bolt of the evening. If you don't find God in the next person you meet, it is a waste of time looking for Him further. Satisfaction lies in the effort, not in the attainment.